cross over to our big story today, and a three-judge bench is currently hearing a case filed by the opposition coalition, that is NASA, challenging the award of the ballot paper printing tender to Dubai-based company Al Ghurair. Now, NASA wants the tender cancelled and procurement of the 2.5 billion shilling ballot paper printing job redone, on the basis that Al Ghurair executives have close ties with the Jubilee Party, which will compromise the credibility of the process. Now, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is IEBC, wants the court to throw out the case, arguing that it's baseless since Al Ghurair won the tender fairly. IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati insists that cancellations of the tender will have a far-reaching financial effect and affect elections timelines with just 38 days to the August polls. Hearing the cases will be Justice Joel Ngugi, Justice George Odunga, as well as Justice J.J. Mativo. The case is currently underway at the Milimani Law Courts. Let's now listen in to some of the proceedings there.
Right to vote. A timely exercise of that right should not be thwarted or impaired for no good reason. My lords, I would like to rest my argument here unless there is something that you would like me to address.
No
Thank
questions.
you, my lords,
Thank you.
for your patience here.
Sangat, are you next?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
May it please you, my lords, on behalf of the third interested party, we first wish to identify the three issues we consider are the issues requiring adjudication. In a matter of this gravity and this magnitude, it's important to start by identifying the issues. Issue number one in our submission is, what is the true nature of the suit which is before you? What is the true nature? Issue number two, is there any substance in the allegations made against the president, who this morning has now been called, sorry?
No.
Or
talks.
noise.
Yes.
Issue number two, is there any substance in the allegations against the president, who this morning was also referred to as the incumbent by one of my rather friends? Issue number three, is the role of judicial restraint in cases such as the case before my lords. Before proceeding any further, my lords, because these are introductory remarks, let me also make three other introductory remarks. 6 elections are to be held, if you allow, at the same time on the same date. Our Constitution does not envisage elections being by installment or staggered. Point number two, my lord. Elections in this republic are held in a polling station. All the 6 will be held in polling stations, which are in excess of 41,000 polling stations across the region. Third point, my lords, we have in excess of 15,000 Kenyans who are candidates in those 6 elections, each with their unique name, most with a political party, but a fair share as independents. Final point, my lords, the contest, as I understand it, is about one election of the 6. Hence, proceed with the printing of ballot papers for the 5 to the contractor who has been awarded, but in respect to one election, presidential election, let us refract. Let us take it away and pick somebody else. One of my learned friends said, a local printer. If we are to accede to that, needless to say, my lords, there will be a logistical problem, because from the local printer doing presidential ballot, it would have to be married with the 5 other elections and this material taken to the 41,000 polling stations at the same time. Because Kenyans cannot do the 5 elections and then another day do the 6th election. They would have to be done at the same time. My lords,
Help me understand that logistical problem you explained.
Sorry?
Help me understand the logistical problem you explained.
Logistical problem is this, my lord. From the printer, and this, I think this has been well laid out, the printer will put ballot papers for the MCA, each of the 6, pack them together. And that, from the printer, is to come to Kenya and go directly to the polling station. That is how it is done.
Yes.
So if you have 2 printers, from printer 1 to printer 2, you have to marry for polling station number 001, pick presidential there, pick the other 5, marry them together so that you take them to that polling
Why
station.
do you need to marry them? You just send them to the polling station.
Well, you can't, those are the logistical
Printer 1
problems.
takes to the polling station, printer 2 takes to the polling station. Why are you marrying them?
As
being
fate would
seen.
have it, my lord, printers don't do that. It is IEBC to do that.
Yeah.
Well, IEBC will do that as well.
Yes. That's what I said. It's a logistical issue.
Okay.
And I think my lord is with me. It's a logistical issue if you have to take from 2 or 3 as compared to 1. My lords,
Okay.
for issues 1 and 2, I will deal with them. And for that, my lords, I will be requesting you to have the motion together with the replying affidavit.
To have it.
To have it with you. But for issue number 3, Learned Counsel, Ahmed Nasir will deal with it. I would request you that he deals with issue number 3 first, and then I deal with issue number 1 and number 2.
Okay.